Florida fans, don't trip, don't panic. Know you guys thinking, why are we bringing Billy back? And I'm going to tell you why, in my opinion. I think you guys are bringing Billy back. And I think it's a good idea that you guys are bringing Billy back. Okay, I get it. Florida fans are not accustomed to 2-3, you know, 2-what? It would be like 2-5 in conference and things like that. And the last few years, since Billy been there, that's what it's been. All right. This year is kind of his best start, while being at Florida. And I understand the Florida culture, okay? Florida, especially ever since the Tebow era, they're not used to, they don't want to lose. They don't like losing. And I get that. Dating back to 2003, right? Okay, they went 8-5, 6-2 in conference. 04, 75, 4-4 in conference. 05, 9-3, 5-3 in conference. 06, this is when they started with Tebow. 06, 13-1, 7-1 in conference. BCS National Championship, won, beat Ohio State, number 1 Ohio State, 41-14. Then 7, downfall, they went 9-4, 5-3 in conference. Okay, 2008, right back up, 13-1, 7-1 in conference. BCS National Championship game, 24-14. They beat number 1 Oklahoma. Okay, let's go to 9. 9 and went 13-1. Lose it to Alabama. All-State Sugar Bowl, beat Cincinnati 51-24. 13-1, 8-0 in conference. Let's go to 10. 8-5, 4-4 in conference. 11, 7-6, 3-5 in conference. 12, 11-2, 7-1 in conference. 13, 4-8, 3-5 in conference. 14, 7-5, 4-4 in conference. 15, 10-4, 7-1 in conference. 16, 9-4, 6-2 in conference. 17, 4-7, 3-5 in conference. 18, 10-3, 5-3 in conference. 19, 11-2, 6-2 in conference. 20, 8-4, 8-2 in conference. 21, 6-7, 2-6 in conference. Now we're finna go into Billy Napier's year. 2022 is first year. 6-7, 3-5 in conference. 23, 5-7, 3-5 in conference. And now 24, he's 4-4, 2-3 in conference. Okay, he has to play a crucial schedule. Number 5 Texas, number 15 LSU, number 16 Ole Miss, and then the rivals Florida State. It's going to be tough. Not going to lie. On all these games, I can only see him maybe winning one. And that's Florida State, because Florida State is just horrible. They're absolutely atrocious. But I say it's a good reason that you guys are bringing Billy Napier back, is because of this. You have to give him time. All right. Yeah, it's ugly, it's nasty, but give him a chance, because if you watch these games that he's playing, beginning of the year he played number 19 Miami. Miami showed to be a really good ball club. If you've been keeping up with the games right now, Miami is playing awesome ball, right? And they beat Florida pretty handily, 41-17. That's when folks' eyes started opening up, like, man, is this Florida team going to be really worth watching? Boom. Go to Samford. 45-7, took care of business. Then you go to Texas, you play Texas A&M. You lose to them 33-20. 13 points. That's not bad because A&M is not a bad ball club. You didn't lose to anybody. Sorry, you lost to a team that has only 2 losses, to Notre Dame and to South Carolina. Yeah, I get it. People say, "Oh, it's South Carolina. South Carolina is not that good." South Carolina is not that bad neither. Okay, South Carolina is not that bad. So don't just think they lost to just a horrible team or something like that. They're not that bad. Just like Vanderbilt is not that bad. All right. So let's keep rolling with it. Mississippi State. They played Mississippi State, beat Mississippi State 45-28. Awesome win. You took care of business. You beat a team that you should have beat. Then you go to UCF 24-13. Take care of business. A rival. You took care of business with a rival in your state. Took care of business 24-13. Yeah, I get it. They only beat them by 11, but you beat them. That's all that matters. You beat them. Then you go to Tennessee. You lose to Tennessee in overtime. A team that you should have beat. You could have beat, but the woulda, shoulda, coulda. You lose to them in overtime 23-17. And truth be told, if you watched that game, it literally came down to the last play. I mean, came down to the last play. 23-17. Play a Kentucky team that is not that bad. Okay, they're not just that good, but they're not that bad neither. They beat a Kentucky team 48-20. Okay, this is a Kentucky team that played Georgia down to the wire. Oh, speaking of Georgia, then they go play Georgia the week after they just beat Kentucky, right? And they lose to Georgia 34-20. Yeah, you say it's 14 points, but honestly, it was not that bad. Okay, before Lagway got hurt, this game was going back and forth, man. I mean, yo, you would think Florida was going to pull this one off. But Lagway goes down. They bring in a guy from Yale or something like that, and he's not ready for that kind of environment. Yeah, I get it. You'd be like, how was DJ ready for it too? He's just a freshman. He's a 5-star freshman. So he's going to find a way to get ready for that. You know what I'm saying? This guy coming from Yale, shaking in his boots, but I got to give my hats off to Warner because, hey, he was playing with him. He had Florida actually in the lead at one point in time, but you know, when you can't put points on the board against a team like Georgia, you're eventually going to, find yourself on the wrong side of it. And that's what happened. Florida could no longer score, and Georgia just did what they did, man. Went ahead and ran the score up on these boys. But that's my thing is this. The reason I say give him another shot is because he's trending in the right direction. Yeah, he got to win the games like Tennessee. He got to win the games like he did against Georgia to show this team, this program in Florida that, hey, I'm going to be able to win you ball games. Just give me time. And I get it. We're in a time now to where you got the transfer portal. You don't have much time because you can go out there and get the players that you need. But the portal giveth and it taketh. Okay? That's what folks need to realize. The portal is not just always great. You're losing people all the time. Yeah, you're gaining people that might not be as good as the people that you lost. You know what I'm saying? So it's give or take with the transfer portal. But that's my reason why I feel like Florida fans don't panic. Look at what's going on. Look at how hard this team is playing for Billy Napier. And just watch it transpire. I'm not going to lie. You guys are probably finna go 0-4 or maybe 1-4, 1-3. Just gonna be honest with you, because y'all not beating Texas, you're not beating LSU, and you're not gonna be Ole Miss. But then again, I don't know because y'all could have beat Georgia with a healthy DJ Lagway. I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. I feel like they would have pulled that game off. Georgia would be out the playoffs. Wouldn't be no talks for playoffs for Georgia. But that's me, Florida fans. I don't think you guys need to panic. Don't panic yet. Give them maybe another year or two. If it doesn't work out, then kick rocks with him. But until then, man, let him show himself. Give him another year or two, and let's see where y'all gonna go from there.